All right, today we are diving into a totally hidden universe. I'm talking about a universe that exists in a single drop of water, or on the wing of a fly, even in the dust on your desk. We're going to learn how to see the completely unseen, and it all starts right here. Have you ever really wondered what the world looks like up close? And I mean really, really close. What kind of secrets are hiding in just one grain of salt or a tiny little thread from your shirt? Well, we're about to find out, because today we're unlocking the power to make the invisible visible.
And these are our keys to that hidden kingdom. On the left, you've got the super powerful compound microscope, and on the right, the incredibly versatile dissecting microscope. One of these is going to show us the very building blocks of life itself, while the other, well, that one's going to reveal the amazing, intricate details of a world we thought we already knew.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. First, we'll break down the difference between these two scopes, what makes them tick. Then we'll do a quick tour of all the essential parts. After that, I'm going to walk you step by step through your very first observation. We'll cover exactly when to use which scope, and then we'll send you off on your own path to discovery. Sound good?
All right, let's dive right in. Look, to really get the most out of these tools, we first have to understand what makes them different. Knowing which one to grab for the job, that's the first step to becoming a true explorer of this miniature world. Okay, so here's the absolute key difference, and it's pretty simple. The compound microscope is for looking through things. Think about it, like thin slices of onion skin or living cells swimming around in pond water. Stuff that light can actually pass through. It gives you this massively magnified 2D view inside the sample. But the dissecting scope, that's for looking at the surface of things in glorious 3D, like the totally alien-like texture of a beetle shell. So one looks inside, the other explores the outside. Simple as that.
Okay, time to get up close and personal with the compound microscope. Knowing what each little part does isn't just trivia, It's totally essential for getting a perfect image without all the frustration. So let's start the tour. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with the lenses. You look through the eyepiece, that's the part up top. And then you have the objective lenses, the ones that rotate right above your sample. Now, figuring out the total magnification is super easy. You just multiply the two numbers. So if your eyepiece is 10x and you click that 40x objective into place, boom, you're seeing your sample at 400 times its actual size. Pretty cool, right?
Next up, we've got the focus knobs. These are basically your controls for getting everything crystal clear. The big one? That's the coarse adjustment knob. It makes these big, sweeping movements to help you find the image in the first place. And the smaller one is the fine adjustment knob. This is for those tiny, precise little tweaks that take your image from just okay to brilliantly sharp. So remember, big one first, then the small one to nail the details.
And this is where all the action happens. This flat platform here is called the stage. It's where you put your slide. These little stage clips, they hold it firmly in place so it doesn't wander off on you. And right underneath, you've got the diaphragm. Now this thing works just like the pupil of your eye. You can adjust it to control exactly how much light shines through your specimen, which is absolutely key for getting great contrast and detail.
So, just to recap real quick, lenses are for magnification. Knobs are for focusing. The diaphragm controls the light. And the stage holds your specimen. Got it? Those are the core parts you'll be working with. Now, let's see how this all comes together when you actually use it.
Okay, enough theory. It's time to get hands-on. We are going to walk through the exact steps to take a slide from your table to a crystal clear image in your eyepiece. You ready? Let's do this. These 6 simple steps are your recipe for success. You start low, position your slide, raise the stage, focus by moving down, fine-tune it, and then, and only then, do you switch to high power. Seriously, this process will work for you every single time.
All right, first things first, and this is a big one. Always, and I mean always, start with the lowest power objective lens clicked into position. Why? Because it gives you the widest view, which makes it so much easier to find what you're looking for. Then, just place your slide on the stage and gently secure it with the clips. Easy.
Okay, listen up, because this next step is probably the most important safety tip I can give you. Don't look through the eyepiece yet. Nope. Instead, watch from the side and turn that big, coarse focus knob to raise the stage all the way up. Get it as close to the objective lens as it can go without actually touching. This one move, right here, will prevent you from ever accidentally cracking a slide. It's a lifesaver.
Okay, now you can finally look through the eyepiece. Turn the coarse focus knob the other way, slowly lowering the stage away from the lens. Keep going until an image just pops into view. It'll probably be blurry, that's fine, but it'll be there. The second you see it, stop. Switch over to that fine focus knob to dial it in and get that perfectly sharp, crystal clear image. So you want to zoom in for a closer look? Simple. First, make sure the specific thing you want to see is right in the dead center of your view. Then, you can carefully rotate the nose piece to the next highest objective lens. And here's the cool part. If you focus right the first time, the image should still be nearly in focus. You'll only need a tiny little tweak of the fine focus knob to bring it back to perfect clarity. And whatever you do, never, ever touch the coarse knob when you're on high power. Seriously.
And here's a fun little mind bender for you, something that messes with everyone at first. The image you're seeing in there is completely upside down and backwards. Yeah, for real. That means if you move the slide to the right, the image you see actually moves to the left. If you push it up, the image moves down. It definitely takes a little getting used to, but it's just part of the magic of how these amazing lenses work.
So, you've now got the skills to use a compound microscope like a pro. But the big question remains, when should you grab that one, and when is the dissecting scope the better choice? Let's make that decision super easy.
This table basically lays it all out for you. The compound scope, that gives you crazy high magnification, but the trade-off is a flat, inverted image. It's perfect for things that are thin and transparent, like bacteria or blood cells. The dissecting scope, on the other hand, has lower magnification, but, and this is a big but, it gives you a true 3D right-side-up view. It's awesome for bigger, solid things like a flower, a circuit board, or a cool rock you found. It really is all about choosing the right perspective for what you want to see.
Let's put it even more simply. Use the compound microscope when you want to see the microscopic cells, the actual building blocks of life. But use the dissecting microscope when you want to explore the incredible surfaces and textures of the world, just in stunning three-dimensional detail.
So you might be wondering, why does it give that 3D view? Well, it's because the dissecting microscope is also called a stereo microscope. It literally has two separate optical pads, one for each of your eyes. This creates a true stereoscopic image, which is exactly how your own eyes perceive depth in the world. Pretty clever, huh?
And there you have it. You know the tools, you know the techniques, and you know how to choose the right one for the job. You are now officially equipped to be a microscopic explorer. That's pretty cool. Really think about that for a second. With these skills, you've just been handed the keys to a universe that is all around us, but that most people will never, ever get to see. What you do with that access, with that new superpower, well, that's entirely up to you. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Now that you know how to do this, what in your world are you going to explore first? Is it going to be a single drop of water from a puddle, a petal from a flower, maybe the leg of a housefly? The world is waiting. Go explore.